What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to From the Yard on WSUB 106.1 with yours truly, Marie. And as you know, we have been dropping exclusive interviews for Women's History Month. And when I tell you, I have just been beyond inspired by every single woman that I have been bringing on the couch with me. And I can just say that we have a powerhouse that has graced our platform before. And I just say, you know what? I reached out, I said, please, it would be an honor to interview you for Women's History Month because she is so powerful. And for those who missed her interview last time, just know I got to give you a tease of who we have in the building with us today. She is a seasoned attorney with nearly 30 years. Okay, let me run that back. Nearly 30 years. So she's a vet in the game. She's been moving and grooving and shaking up the industry. And she has that experience within real estate, litigation, and bankruptcy. And currently serves as the Senior Vice President and General Counsel for the Houston Housing Authority, one of the largest housing authorities in the country. She also recently stepped into the role of Interim President and CEO, further demonstrating her leadership and commitment to serving communities. She is, of course, a proud, graduate of the illustrious Southern University, and she is a member of the National Black Lawyers Top 100. Okay, she ain't playing no games for anybody out here. And, of course, she is a part of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and she continues to pave the way for women in law and in leadership. So please help me welcome back to From the Yard, the lovely, the beautiful Miss Jennine. How are you?
So well. Thank you for that amazing introduction. I'm humbled. I am really humbled, and I'm honored to be back. So thank you so much for the invitation. I'm excited to be back here.
Yes, welcome back. I'm glad to have you here.
Absolutely.
You just left so much when you were here last time that I took with me, and I have been inspired, even just how you even just move in your industry. And for Women's History Month, we always highlight trailblazers. We highlight women who have been in the forefront, who have been, honestly, not only the ones in the forefront, who have been behind the scenes that no one has no clue about. And so I believe you are one of those women.
Thank you. You're too kind, really. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. When you reflect on your 28-year journey in law and in leadership, what moments stand out as defining chapters in your story?
Well, I would have to say, back to your point, when I was appointed the Interim President and CEO of the Houston Housing Authority, we did undergo a rebrand in the last few months. So now we are known as the Housing Alliance HTX.
Come on, Housing Alliance HTX.
Right?
Wow.
Changing lives, impacting communities. And so that would have to be one of the most pivotal moments of my career. It's not anything that I never applied for that position. And just to know the road that I have traveled, road that I have traveled in my career as a lawyer, that has been the pinnacle. That has been the pinnacle.
Wow.
Yes.
The road that you traveled has been an impactful one. And to see you being a part of something that was, like you said, y'all are going through a rebrand. So you saw how it has evolved. And that just speaks volumes. So when you think about the road and your journey, who have been some of those key women in your life that you would say has inspired you and has, just spoke life into the journey that you're on?
I would have to start with my mom, who's no longer with us, but she was always a big supporter, cheerleader of mine. I mean, when I told her I was going to law school, she happened to know a Court of Appeals judge in Ohio, and so she reached out to him for one of my recommendation letters. I would have to say my mom, my grandmother. I mean, she was I think of her as a trailblazer myself. She always supported myself and my cousins and all of our endeavors. And she was here. She came down to Houston when I was sworn in as an attorney back in 1997.
Talk about the support.
My sister and my mom. So, I mean, those are the women that are closest to me that have been the most supportive and the most impactful. And they've always believed in me. Always been my biggest cheerleaders. Professionally, I would have to say the other Black or African American women who are also attorneys in this industry. I have to give a big shout out to Alva Wesley Thomas.
Wow.
Bankruptcy attorney. She was actually one of I would call her my mentor.
Wow.
One of my mentors. And I admired her so much. She was one of the first that I am aware of. There may have been others, but bankruptcy attorneys that have been practicing in Houston for quite some time now. And I would always see her in bankruptcy court. There weren't many of us. I think there were probably about 3 of us who would show up in bankruptcy court every day. And, I always just admired her and, being a solo practitioner and a Black woman, in the bankruptcy field, she's also my inspiration.
That's powerful. You just listed a whole line of women who have just like, how whenever you're looking at like a sculpture,
yes,
and you see how, you chip at one piece and you chip at the other piece to make this beautiful piece of artwork, that's what I think about when it comes to your life and whenever you are listening out the women who have inspired you. And it makes me think about how important community is and support.
Yes.
I think oftentimes, especially unfortunately now in this day and age, we don't have a lot of women who genuinely, and I emphasis on genuinely, support other women.
Right.
How important is it to make sure that we have that group of women, that village of women supporting what we do?
It is vitally important. Again, when I first started practicing law, it was a male, and to some instances today, it's still a male-dominated industry. I mean, women have made tremendous strides as far as the legal community is concerned and the legal practice. But it's vitally important. You don't get the same type. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have over my career received a lot of support from male attorneys. But just to know that you are amongst, the many, the proud women who have paid their dues as much as men have in this field and persevered and have become successful in their practices. It's just, it's much needed. And you can't stop. You can't stop. It's like you have to constantly give back.
Yes.
You constantly have to, again, I said this in my last interview with you, it's like you have to prepare the next generation. Yeah. You have to give them just as much support as you received. And I think the focus needs to be on instilling a confidence and belief. I can't say that when I first started practicing law, I was the most confident attorney.
Okay.
Because I did not really like talking, which I guess, maybe that's why God, pushed me and, to go to law school. I was forced to talk. I was forced to communicate. Wow. And so as the years have gone on, I'm not afraid to speak my mind. The good, the bad, the ugly.
Yes.
But I always do it in a respectful manner. But I believe that unless you have to be able to communicate. You can't be afraid to share your experiences, your fears, your dreams. Communication is so important. But again, to your point, for women to be able to come together and support each other, to be able to accomplish those things, it's so important.
Yes.
Especially in the times that we're living.
Oh my goodness, yes. I love how you mentioned how God was preparing you for something, because at one point you just did not like to talk. Nope. And it's so funny knowing how intentional God is, where he will literally push us out of our comfort zone. And we're like, God, I don't want to do this. I do not want to say this. Yeah. Has there ever been a time in your career, because you were in a field that is predominantly full of men, that it ignited that you realized like, oh, dang, like I'm say whether you may be at in a boardroom full of men and y'all are having a meeting, has there ever been a time where you're like, you know what, let me not say what I want to say because
Sure.
I don't want to come off a certain way?
Yeah, absolutely. I think at the beginning of my career, I was very much so that way. You know, I was afraid to challenge my male counterparts or, you know, to assert my point. But it was during one of my bankruptcy court hearings.
Okay.
I was arguing my point or my case in front of the judge, and the opposing counsel was a male attorney. And he made a comment, and I can't remember what it was. And I basically checked him on that. I checked him. I'm like, no,
Let
sir.
it be known.
No, sir. That's not true. And so the judge, you know, sided with me on my argument, and I won my case. But even before then, we had a conversation trying to settle the issue. And I, you know, he was just speaking to me not in a respectful manner. And I just, you know, I was like, no, sir, you're not going to communicate with me like that. And I basically checked him, you know, and I think from that forward on, I just was never afraid to communicate my points, you know, on an issue. And it has, over the years, it has made me more confident. Like, I'm just not afraid to speak my mind anymore. I mean, there are some days when I still like say, no, you know, every comment does not deserve a response.
Oh, can you say that again?
Every comment does not deserve a response.
Wow.
You know, you have to pick and choose your battles. And sometimes it's just better to just hold your thoughts, hold your peace, and, you know, just let it go. But, you know, there are times when, no, it's imperative that you know, say what you have to say and set a precedent on how you expect people to treat you and, you know, communicate with you.
That's so good. Yeah. Especially just setting the standard, you know, and just standing your ground. Like, hold on. No, sir.
Right.
Because unfortunately, there have been times where men, and not to say in every case, but predominantly every case where like a male will get the clearance to do something,
correct, just
because it's a man,
right? And now I'm thinking, like, would you have, you know, spoken to me that way or treated me in the same manner that you're treating me if I was one of your male colleagues? And that would not have been the case, I'm sure. Yeah. So from that forward on, I definitely earned the respect of that attorney when we actually ended up having a really congenial relationship after that. And, you know, it just instilled in me a confidence that it's okay to speak your mind. That's good. As a woman. Ooh, it's okay. That's really good. Yeah. That's really good. Pivoting back to you being at Southern University within the law program. Yes. Was there ever a time where you felt like you had that women tribe of community as for those who were in the same program and with you? Well, you know, to be honest, I think the number of males and females probably in my class was probably an equal distribution. Mm-hmm. But it's just like, I just love the friendships that I made. Wow. You know, my study partners, most of them were women, but I also had my male study partners. But it was just so good seeing women that were interested in pursuing a legal career, that were in law school, who weren't afraid to, you know, do whatever it was necessary to be successful at Southern. Yes. But it was just, I think, you know, I attended Howard for a few years at, you know, HBCU, but then going to law school at Southern, another HBCU, it was just so impactful seeing people that looked like me, women that looked like me, who were also interested in pursuing the law. So it was just like, it was just such a great 3 years. My experience there, it's just, I can't say enough about it. It was everything. It was everything. Like, some days I wish I could just go back and do it all over again. I know, take me back in time. Please, let me go back. No, it was amazing. I love that. Ooh, just like you are amazing. And I hope that y'all are catching these amazing things that Ms. Jennine has been sharing during this time and just taking us back to your entire journey. So, y'all, we are not done yet, okay? Make sure you stay tuned on WSUB 106.1. We'll be right back after this music break. Let's get it.
Support for this program comes from TRG Financial, helping families, professionals, and brands develop clear, coordinated plans for savings, retirement, and estate needs, bringing organization to financial uncertainty. More at trg-financial.com.
Welcome back to From the Yard on WSUB 106.1 with yours truly, Marie. And before the break, baby, we were just peeling back the layers when it comes to Miss Jennine's story and like how women have impacted her and just understanding what it means to truly have a tribe of women behind, just behind you, supporting you. So you have built a career in law and leadership, and a phenomenal one at that. What does legacy mean to you as a woman?
Everything. Legacy means everything. I mean, I am a part of a legacy, whether it be through education. I believe I'm the 5th generation, at least on my father's side, who have gone to college or pursue professional graduate degrees. Legacy as far as my sorority, Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Yes, ma'am.
I am the 3rd generation of, amazing sorors. And as far as the legal profession, I think I would like to believe that I have made an impact, over the almost 30 years in this industry, in this field. And I just want to pass that legacy down, maybe to my daughter. She expressed interest in going to law school, so we shall see.
Yes.
But just the other attorneys that I work with, for instance, my Deputy General Counsel, she's a phenomenal Black woman. The other attorney in my department is an amazing African American female law attorney. But the ironic thing is the majority of the personnel on my staff in my legal department, they're women. There are 2 men, and they're all amazing.
Wow.
They're all amazing. They're all amazing. I mean, we joke and like, we are the prime example of what every department in this agency should be. And then we all work together. We all support each other. And it's an amazing team that I have.
That's good.
Yeah.
I remember in our last interview where you were speaking about how passionate you are when it comes to creating just opportunities for other women. And I hear that whenever you're just speaking about that. And I just was like, it's good that we have individuals in these high positions to help provide that avenue for women when sometimes it's hard to break through that glass ceiling or break those barriers.
Yes.
What are those like igniting points that is placed on the inside of you that makes you continue to do that? Because
number one, I know I'm not going to be in that position forever.
Ooh.
I'm not. It's just, realistically, I'm not. And I just want to be able to mentor, provide guidance so that when I step away from that position, that the person, hopefully that is second to me will be able to assume that position. If not there, then someplace else.
Yes.
I mean, my Deputy General Counsel, who's also one of my sorors, she is, I have seen her grow tremendously over the past, she's been there almost 3 years now.
Wow. I
mean, I've just seen her blossom into this amazing, confident, attorney in her own right. And it's just like, it just gives me so much joy to, know that I had some type of impact, in helping her, to that point by just having confidence in her, by believing in her decisions, by giving her the space to grow and not being a micromanager and, just, telling her you do things my way or no way. And I feel that when you give people space to grow and to show their value and to show the skills that they have, it instills a confidence in them. And that it shows, not just with myself, but just other members of the agency and, those on the outside. So, the more you pour into people, and the more I pour into people, the more gratification I get, because at the end of the day, it's just not about me.
Wow.
It's just not about me. So to your point, legacy is everything.
Wow.
Everything. Like, what is the point of us being here if we're not pouring back, and giving back to those who are going to be here after we're gone?
That's true. That's true. Especially some individuals may not even have, like, whether it be an older sister or a mother figure to
Right.
even look towards, or even just someone who can be like a true mentor.
Yeah.
And so that speaks a lot about just who you are,
Thank you.
how your character, and just how God knew who to put in position so he can operate through you and pour into other women.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Thank you.
I told y'all earlier she was a powerhouse, okay? And you wear so many hats, from being a mother,
Yes.
from being a business owner, from being a just your role in law and leadership. How do you balance it all and still show up for yourself and for others?
It's so many days I ask myself that. I don't know. I think at some point when my kids were younger, I was on autopilot because I was still working full time when both of my kids were young. And I still had to, and I was still married at the time. So I was a wife, a mother, either working for somebody else or working for myself. And I just had to figure it out. At some point, at times, I'm sure I was on autopilot. And I don't know how I did it, but I did it. And, now that my kids are older and basically adults, I have more time to focus on myself as far as self-care, making sure that I'm good. And it's been, to be honest, I don't know. Like, you have to try to find balance somehow, even if you take 10 minutes and go for a walk or go to the gym and work out. So it's been a multitude of things. It's been a multitude, but I think relying on God and prayer, because there have been some days where I'm like, God, I do not know how I'm going to do this.
Wow.
I don't there have been times where, I just want to go close myself in my closet and just sit there and break down and cry. But when my kids were growing up, I just didn't have that luxury. So I think that I just have always been the person to figure it out no matter what. And if that meant pushing my own needs aside to make sure my kids were good, then that's exactly what I did. Making sure my kids were good, and then making sure, I was performing at work. And then a lot of times I came last.
Wow.
A lot of times I did come last. My needs were last. Yeah, but, it all worked out. It all balanced out.
Yes.
And like I said, now I'm making up or getting back to myself. Let me just say, now I'm able to get back to myself.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it
Kudos
is.
to you,
Yes.
especially from so much that you've outpoured in your entire life. To hear that you're getting back to yourself, that's really, really, really good. And you touched on an important part about self-care. I think oftentimes as women, we get so lost in the hustle and bustle.
Yes.
We get so lost in trying to show up for everyone, because I do that a lot, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I find my body will tell me like, okay, I need you to sit down. I need you to rest. And I'm like, I can be stubborn at sometimes. I'm like, no, but this has to get done.
Yes.
But when I hear and I have conversations like the one we just had, especially about self-care, it is a reminder to me like, it's going to be okay.
It will be. Yes.
Just take a deep breath. Like you said, just allocate, whether that's 10 minutes, whether that's you going into a room just so you can have peace and quiet, seeing and understanding how important that is.
Definitely.
Because people rely on us.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. And if you're not good, then you're not going to be good for those who are relying on you. Right?
That's a nugget right there. Wow. Wow. Oh, man. For young women, especially those attending HBCUs like Southern University, who aspire careers in law and leadership, what advice would you give them about navigating in this profession?
I would advise them, I think I said this before, just always believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself. And you know what I've found over the years, and even when I was in law school, thinking back, I'm like, God places certain people in your life to be close to you.
Ooh, that's so good.
You may not understand the reason at the time. You may take them for granted. You may push them away. But when you look back, you will realize, oh, this is why this person was in my life. So I would just say take advantage of the friendships that you have, those who are truly connected to you, who you can trust.
Wow.
Number one,
Big
take
part.
advantage of the community, of the sisterhood, and even those who push you. I had it was so funny. My first year of law school, there were student body elections for the law school. I can't remember the name. It's been so long. Sorry. The organization at law school.
Okay.
And I was like, no, I'm not going to run for that. And there was a guy named Jerry Settles. He was I think he was a 2L or a 3L.
Okay. What is a 2L or a 3L?
Second year law school.
Okay, look, you educating me today, baby.
Third year law student. We call him 1L, 2L, 3 years. So he was
Okay.
either a 2L or a 3 year. And he kept pushing me like, you need to run for student body position. I'm like, I don't have any desire to do that. I'm just getting here. I'm trying to navigate. But he would not let up. And I ran and I won the position.
Ooh.
For secretary of the organization.
Wow.
And you know, and I think back and it's just like, I get it now. I get it. Like God places people in your life that push you, to your point, that pushes you out of your comfort zone.
Wow.
Because if you know, I feel like sometimes if you just live within your comfort, you don't grow. Your comfort zone, you don't grow.
Yeah. That's
God
true.
places people in your life to push you out of your comfort zone for you to grow. And I think about that all the time, because had it not been for him pushing me, I think there are so many other areas, you know, or opportunities that I would not have even considered applying for or just even excelling in. So I would just say cherish the people that push you out of your comfort zone, because they are the ones that are going to make you grow and shine.
Ooh, that.
And it just doesn't have to be a female. It can be a male as well. But I'm just
That's
saying,
good.
take advantage of those that are there for you.
Wow. That made me think about the Sade song, Cherish the
The
Day.
Day, yes,
I think we may play that on this music break. So
love
make
it.
sure y'all stay tuned. And when we get back from this music break, oh my goodness, we're going to peel back another layer when it comes to Miss Jennine. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This segment is made possible by Hive Mind Creative Agency, helping businesses share their story and grow their presence online. Hive Mind offers podcast-style marketing designed to fit each brand's voice. Learn more at hivemindhtx.com.
Welcome back to From the Yard on WSUB 106.1 with yours truly, Marie. And I have my beautiful queen with me, Miss Jennine, holding it down and just, oh my gosh, talk about women empowerment. And she has been just fueling me this entire time. And you're just amazing.
Thank you. And so are you.
Thank you. I appreciate
No,
that.
absolutely.
I'm like, God, please, I want people to witness you through me. I don't know. So you are a part of the one and only Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Yes.
How is it being a part of that amazing sorority, and how important is sisterhood and just the camaraderie that you all have? Just, y'all be holding it down. Okay.
Well, I mean, we are the first and the finest. I'm just saying.
Okay. Look, she said she gonna clock it right here.
We set the precedent, okay?
She said what she said.
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, there's no other sorority that I would have, you know, even considered joining. Not that I had a choice. Both of my grandmothers were AKAs. My mom's AKA. My sister.
Wow.
Both of my nieces.
It is rooted in you all.
Yes. Yes. So when you talk about legacy, that's about over 100-year legacy at this point.
Over 100-year legacy?
Over 100 years
Wow.
of sisterhood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I just sit back in amazement just of that fact alone. That, like, my family is on generation number 4 as far as, you know, AKA sisterhood. And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I hope that it continues to trickle down through the generations to come. But it's been amazing. I had to take a few years off from being active because I was raising kids, and they had activities every Saturday, and my sorority meetings are on Saturdays, so I had to put that on hold. But I'm active again, and it's just it's an amazing. I mean, just the love, and to your point, the sisterhood, the community. It's like no other.
Yes.
It's a feeling like no other.
And y'all dominate in the professional networking portion too. There have been events that I've gone to, and to see the influx of AKAs that come out and just support one another, but also support businesses, support initiatives, and help catapult individuals to the next level in brands and businesses, that speaks a lot about the sorority and the organization itself. How is that being in the midst of those circles and being in the midst with those individuals?
It's amazing. So ironically, I work with about 5 AKAs at the Housing Alliance, my deputy general counsel.
Oh, y'all loaded out over there, baby.
We're running the agency.
I know that's right.
Sorry, Jamie, but we're running the agency. So there are 2 other phenomenal women who are on our executive team who are also AKAs.
Wow.
And it's just amazing. I mean, I would just say, if you're in a professional environment, no matter what industry, you're going to be working with an AKA at some point.
That's
you're going to be working with an AKA at some point. And I attended our fashion show.
Which looked phenomenal.
It was
social media.
amazing.
I said, wait a minute, I needed to be there.
It was the Ivy Charitable and Educational Foundation. It was our 45th annual fashion show and luncheon. And it was just, there were probably about 1,200 AKAs just in that room.
Wow. And that's just Houston.
That's just Houston. And it was just the most amazing feelings just to see, again, the sisterhood, because, again, that's what it's all about.
Yes.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Like, I needed that. I needed that on Sunday.
That's good. I'm glad you were able to go. I'm glad that you were able to be filled up and just being around your sisters.
Right. And again, one of the missions and purposes of the sorority is giving back.
Wow.
It's just giving back. It's about supporting other women. It's about just supporting other women.
Yeah. Oh, that's truth. That's truth. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, wow, wow. When young Black women see someone like you in executive leadership, and even just you being a part of AKAs, what do you hope they realize is possible for themselves?
That anything is possible.
Ooh.
That anything and everything is possible. I've been blessed to work with individuals who have not been afforded the same opportunities in life that I have.
Wow.
And I always just, I was taught by my parents and my grandparents, just you treat everybody the same no matter what their station in life is.
That's good.
And just because somebody else was not afforded the same opportunities as you does not mean that God has not placed gifts inside of them.
Ooh,
and dreams inside of them. And they deserve to have whoever is available and willing to pour into those individuals and lift them up and help them believe in themselves. That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So that's my purpose in life. I just want to see others succeed.
Wow.
I just want to, and if whatever I can do to help, I might not be able to do it financially, but I can give my time, my effort, my advice, and just my support. I mean, because sometimes that's all people need.
Yes.
Is to say, hey, I believe in you. Don't give up. You're going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. But just don't ever stop believing in yourself.
Wow.
Sometimes that's all people just need to hear.
I needed to hear that right now in this moment. So thank you
You're welcome.
for sharing that, because I believe we were talking a little bit off camera about just how busy it's been. This year has just been flying by.
Yes.
And everything that you just shared, I needed to hear that, because we can, it's easy to doubt yourself. It's easy to be your worst critic. Because I
am. I know that's one of the things that I've been working on. I am my harshest critic. Always have been. I'm trying to be easier on myself.
Wow.
Trying to give myself more grace.
Wow.
And that's another piece of advice that I would give. Any woman is we have to give ourselves grace.
Yes.
We
good.
have a lot that is expected of us, just on many different levels.
Yes.
And so I think that at many times that we just have to learn to give ourselves grace.
That's so good. That's good. Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Now, after every show, we always end with a JAG gem.
Yeah.
But we're going to just spruce it up just a bit because it's Women's History Month. What is one gem of wisdom you would leave with a woman who is either building their career, chasing their purpose, or trying to leave their own mark on history?
Just do it without fear.
Ooh, that's good.
Do you and do it without fear.
I love that. Do you and do it without fear.
Because, we all get afraid. There are times that, I still have, I still doubt myself at times. I still am afraid to push certain boundaries, but I think at the end of the day, our voice is so important.
Wow.
Our voice is the strongest tool that we have in this life.
Yeah.
Right? And so if you're not using your voice to empower other women or to just bring about change, what is the purpose? What is the purpose? And I can speak from my own personal experience on this. I've been through a lot in my life. Mm-hmm. Then some things that I have shared publicly and some that I haven't. But I have found as I continue through this thing called life is that the trials and tribulations, as well as your successes, those are happening for a reason. And for you to share those experiences, to touch somebody else. Wow. Because you just don't realize how many people are going through the same thing that you have either been through or are going through.
Wow.
And sometimes we just feel all alone. We feel like I'm the only one that's dealing with this. Nobody understands. So I just think it's important to use our voice to share that, not to be embarrassed by that, to be thankful and proud that whatever you may say may touch somebody else.
That's so good.
And make a difference in their life. And just say, hey, you're not alone.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome. No, thank you. This has been amazing. Has been amazing. And, I just want to just tell you how amazing you are. This is your purpose. This is your purpose. Thank you. God is doing his work through you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. Don't have me start crying now.
No, I don't want you to, but I just want to know that what you're doing and you're allowing, myself as well as your other guests to be able to have a voice, right? And every conversation that you have is impacting other people. So I just don't want you to stop what you're doing. You are amazing at this. And I mean that.
Thank you. Y'all, you got me tearing up right now.
Like, don't start because I'm the first one to cry.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Because it's been an interesting journey. And you know how when you feel like you're on that brink of success, or whenever they have that image of somebody's standing at a cliff and they don't see the safety net. They don't see something that will catch them. They're afraid to take that leap. But they don't see that God is right there to catch you if anything happens. I feel like I'm in that boat right now, and I needed to hear that because I've been doubting myself in certain instances. And so I thank God for operating through you and sharing that and giving me clarity on some things that I've been struggling with. And so I appreciate you.
You are welcome.
Ooh,
I would say God places people in your life at the right time. You just don't, sometimes you don't understand why, and sometimes you may take it for granted. But, as time goes on, if you don't get it then, if you don't understand it at that time, you'll understand it later. But just know, God put that on my heart. I just needed to let you know that.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Ooh. Okay, before I keep crying,
we weren't expecting us to do that today, but
I mean, it's when God leads, He leads, and I'm a servant. So, wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, let everybody know where they can connect with you and find out more information about you, and just know this ain't the last time. I said that the last time, and this ain't gonna be the last time.
Hey, I will be honored to come back again. I mean, again, God gave me a voice.
Yes.
God gave me experiences, and I just want, at the end of the day, I just want everybody to be okay.
Wow.
I wish we would just could live in just a peaceful world where everybody is just okay. Because I know so many of us aren't right now. A lot of people are struggling right now. A lot of people are struggling. There's a lot going on in this world. So, we all need each other. So anytime, I will be back.
Thank you.
So you can check me out on Instagram at It's All Legal, ITSALLEGAL 2. It's All Legal 2, and that's where you can catch me.
Yes. Well, y'all, I pray that this reaches and teaches anyone who needed to hear this. And if you think that somebody else needs to hear it, baby, send the link right now.
Please
okay?
do. Please
share it,
do.
share it, share it.
Share, please.
And we will be back next week every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. CST. And remember to be bold, don't fold, and come through the fire as gold. It's your girl, Marie, and we're out.